This is Gregory with How I Lost Over 100 Pounds, and I've kept it off for 30 plus years, where there should be no hesitancy in your weight loss and maintenance. Today we're going to talk about be careful with the I must eliminate this my entire life mindset. Now before I begin, if you need help with weight loss, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. Also check out my website, Naturopathic Earth, which has hundreds of articles and recipes. Check out my 2 books, which you can find on Amazon. And lastly, if you appreciate my content, there is a link for PayPal. Now look, I've talked about before how there's a fundamental difference between weight loss and weight maintenance in terms of your strategy, in terms of your approach, in terms of what you can get away with, and so forth. Weight loss is hard, but it's doable. A lot of people can crash diet and lose the weight, whatever motivation they need to do for it to happen. Many can do it. Some people can't though. Some people can never lose weight. But for those who do lose the weight, this video is really meant for you. You lose the weight and it's like, now what? And this is, I have a personal playlist on this called Reflections of a Weight Loss Warrior, where I talk about, I lost my weight and then now what? And so I have 30 episodes where I talk about like processing through that. And one of the things is whatever worked for you to lose the weight many times is not going to be, in my humble opinion, an effective strategy in helping you keep it off. I mention this statistic all the time. 80% of people who lose more than 50 pounds gain it back within 3 years. And there's a reason for that, and we have a lot of episodes as to why that is. In short, it's because you never did the deep work to figure out why you have a disordered relationship with food. But either way, let's say you did veganism to lose the weight, or you did some sort of the opposite of that, which would be like a carnivore keto kind of thing. You did that to lose the weight, or you did like a juice thing for like 6 months and mix it up maybe on occasion with some food, whatever it takes. All these can be effective in weight loss. Or maybe you just fasted, or maybe you just did what I did 30 years ago and I ate a lot of carbs and I just exercised more and I did some other things. And if you go to the 20th episode, the last episode of Confessions of an Obese Child, where I talk about like how did I lose my weight, I kind of admit in that episode, it's like, I don't remember, it was 33 years ago. You know, it was a long time ago, but I do remember like some vague stuff. But here's the thing. We have confirmation bias. So it's understandable and completely understandable why you would think, well, I used, and we'll just say for the sake of argument, it could be any of these kind of extremists, and yes, they are extremists. So if any lifestyle telling you can't eat animal products and anything coming out of the animal, yes, that's extremist. Or the opposite, right? If you're a carnivore, I can't eat anything but animal products, yes, it is extremist. So the thing is this, we have confirmation bias. So if you use, let's say, carnivore to lose the weight, naturally, you're gonna be very loyal to that and fight it to the death that this is the way to lose the weight and this will be effective in me keeping it off. It's confirmation bias. It worked for you, so you're gonna love it. We kind of talk about that a little on the Weight Watchers scam, how Weight Watchers kind of uses that same theory, right? I support Weight Watchers. And then when you gain the weight back, I won't blame Weight Watchers. It's my fault. No, actually, it was Weight Watchers' fault. But go to that episode. So when you get to weight loss, and now you have to do weight maintenance, it's going to be normal for you to think, okay, well, this rubric helped me lose the weight. Let's say carnivore. So I'm going to keep doing carnivore. All right. Makes sense why you would think that. My issue is, again, we have to be pragmatists. We have to use logic. And pragmatism would tell you a life of never eating grains, of never eating bread, of never eating anything that's not meat products is not sustainable. Oh, yes, I do. I can do this for 40 years straight. It's not sustainable. Or on the opposite side with veganism, right? I'm never going to eat a hamburger ever again. I'm never going to have an egg ever again. Or if I go to a restaurant, it's got to be, vegan and dairy-free and meat-free and all these things. I would tell you, look, man, from my decades of experience here, any of those puritanical extremist views, we need to be very weary of. And again, if you use one of these things, you're not going to listen to what I'm going to tell you. You're You're going to say, no, I'm going to do carnivore the rest of my life. It was very effective for me. Okay, well, let's see in 5 years if it's very effective. And if it's effective for you, and what I mean by effective is, I don't mean you've kept the weight off. I mean, it hasn't destroyed your body, because we need to remember that. Like, there are ways we can lose weight and keep it off that are unhealthy. And the most obvious examples would be something like anorexia nervosa. So if you are a vegan, or if you are fasting and doing an OMAD, or if you're a carnivore, get your blood work checked, my friends, because yes, on the outward sign, you might be looking like you're keeping your weight down, but you could be wreaking havoc on your cholesterol levels, or on your AZT, your AST levels for your liver, or whatever it is, your hormones, your thyroid, your T3, your T4, your testosterone, whatever it is, your adrenals. So I would tell you, in closing, it's like with relationships. When a relationship ends, there's going to be kind of the incel-y type men who are going to be like, oh my God, don't leave, I can't believe it. And I think the best way to look at breakups of relationships is the same way with diets that were effective in helping you lose weight. It's like, we had a good time together. I appreciate the good times. It's over. Like, relationships are seasons, as Sarah Bareilles says, one of my favorite songwriters. And they come and go. And move on, and we'll go to the next thing, the next person in your life. And I think with whatever worked for your diet to help you lose the weight, I think it's good to have that kind of same relationship. I appreciate this paradigm, this diet plan. It worked for me. Thank you for helping me lose the weight. Now I'm going to venture out and find something that is tenable, approachable, and sustainable. And I would tell you, most of the extremist diets out there are not that long term. You will say they are. Do it for 30 years and then come back to me and tell me that it is sustainable. But again, why would we want to live a life where I can never have a hamburger? Why would I want to live a life where I can't have chocolate milk, or some of these simple pleasures? So again, step away, look in the mirror and be like, why am I so beholden to this extremist lifestyle diet? And will die to the death for it. Instead of just being like, you know what, it worked for me. Now I'm going to find something where it is sustainable, that I can drink chocolate milk or have eggs or whatever it is. And I'm going to find my own path and do a diet plan that is sustainable. Because look, the extremist plans don't work, because the statistics tell you it doesn't work, because 80% of the people gain it back. Guys, post in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Hit the notification, subscribe, and share button. Until next time, take care. God bless.